The world is anxiously awaiting the Pope's encyclical on ecology, addressing climate change abuses and their impact on the world's bottom billion. But the global Catholic climate movement says we can't wait. We must take action now. They decided this Lent the world will fast together and pass the baton.
We don't have to wait for the Pope's encyclical. We kind of have a really good idea what he's going to talk about. We're viewing this as a call to action, not as some deep theological theses, but a real call to action. So we wanted to do a fast to raise awareness on how climate change is affecting people in various countries. And so each day during Lent, different country, people are fasting in that country.
Tell me why climate change is fundamentally a Catholic issue, that it actually goes beyond politics.
But it's not just a Catholic, it's a moral issue and a spiritual issue. Climate change as destruction of the environment, destruction of God's beautiful and wondrous creation. And as people of faith, as Catholics, we can't be doing that. We have to care for all of God's creation, and really, in order to love God, we have to love all that God created.
And now Pope Francis has referred to this time as a globalization of indifference, and this fast fundamentally calls for unity. Why do we need unity in this?
Part of it is that we're living in a story of separation. So we're all living in our own little individual silos. It's just about me and what's best for me, or maybe me and a small group of my family or my small community. And as Pope Francis tells us, that we're all connected, we're not separated, we're all part of God's family. So we need to be unified from that perspective.
And now, can you tell me about how the initiatives are going so far around the world? I know you have contacts in Australia and Kenya.
They're going really, really well. 2 weeks before Lent began, we had only 6 countries signed up. Now we have Catholics in 56 countries signed up. And again, this is all just the power of the Holy Spirit and God calling us to do this. None of us that are organizing this could have done this ourselves.
Now tell me, our date is March 16th. What do we
Yes, it
have to
is.
do to participate? And I was reading your blog, it's not only a day of fasting, right?
No, it's not. It's a day of fasting, prayer, and also, we're asking people to both do a hunger fast, but also, as much as possible, do a carbon fast. And so, if you can walk that day or take mass transportation instead of driving, if you can turn your heat down, shut off lights, do whatever you can to refrain from doing carbon.
The final draft of the encyclical is reportedly now in the Pope's hands, and it is likely to be released this summer. Reporting for Currents, I'm Michelle Powers.